Welcome back to Prince Bikes Update. Today, we're diving deep into a classic cruiser that's back with subtle refinements and the same heart that's kept it iconic, the 2025 Honda Shadow 750. This is a machine built for riders who want timeless style, low-end torque, and that unmistakable V-twin rumble. Stick around because we're going to explore every angle of this beautiful bike, from its new exterior elements to its trusted engine, riding performance, and what it'll cost you in 2025. Let's start right at the front. When you first lay eyes on the 2025 Shadow 750, the classic cruiser silhouette is unmistakable. The large, round halogen headlight still holds its place proudly, framed by beefy chrome forks that give the bike a substantial and muscular stance. Honda hasn't gone overboard with modernization here, and that's exactly what makes it appealing. The front fender is wide and hugs the tire nicely, blending in with the retro styling. The wheel itself maintains the spoke look, now with slightly darker chrome for more modern appeal without drifting away from its roots. Move to the side and this is where the bike really shines for cruiser lovers. The long, low frame gives off that stretched-out look that screams open highway. The tank carries the iconic teardrop shape and holds a clean Honda badge that gleams under sunlight. Paint options this year include a deeper metallic red, a classic black, and a sleek graphite gray, each with a high-gloss finish that pops when light hits it just right. The seat is still a low-slung solo saddle with optional pillion, contoured perfectly for long-distance comfort, with stitched detailing that adds a touch of luxury. From this side view, the engine really catches the eye. Finished in matte black with chrome accents on the cylinder heads and exhaust pipes, it sits like a jewel in the frame. At the rear, the 2025 Shadow 750 keeps it minimal but elegant. A wide rear fender covers most of the chunky rear tire, staying faithful to cruiser styling. The tail light is LED this year, subtly integrated just below the fender line. Turn signals are bullet style and still carry the old-school vibe while offering modern brightness. The dual exhaust pipes sweep low and back, ending in slightly flared tips, giving the rear profile a grounded, powerful look. Whether you're riding away or parked at the curb, this bike turns heads from every angle. Now let's talk about the heart of the Shadow with the engine. Honda stays true to the winning formula, a 745cc liquid-cooled, soft V-twin. This engine is known for its reliability and easygoing nature. It produces around 44 horsepower and a healthy 65 Nm of torque, which might not sound monstrous on paper but delivers exactly what cruiser riders want: a smooth, confident power off the line and plenty of pull in the mid-range. The throttle response is clean, and the fueling is smooth, especially in the low gears where most city and cruising speeds happen. Honda's programmed fuel injection system ensures consistent performance, even in varying weather conditions. What really stands out in the 2025 model is the refinement. The engine has been retuned slightly for a quieter idle and a bit more punch between 2,000 and 4,000 revolutions per minute. The 5-speed gearbox remains, offering well-spaced ratios that are perfect for relaxed highway cruising. First gear is short enough for city traffic, while fifth lets you settle in for a calm, low RPM cruise. The final drive remains shaft drive, and one of the Shadow's most appreciated features, making for cleaner operation, less maintenance, and a smoother power delivery compared to chain-driven alternatives. Performance-wise, this bike isn't about speed or aggressive handling, it's about control, comfort, and road presence. The suspension setup includes a 41mm front fork and dual rear shocks with 5-position spring preload adjustability. It soaks up bumps without ever feeling too soft. Braking is handled by a single 296mm disc up front and a drum at the rear, and while that sounds basic, it gets the job done effectively for the type of riding this bike is built for. For 2025, ABS is optional depending on your region, and it's well worth the upgrade for peace of mind. In terms of ride comfort, the low seat height of just 25.8 inches makes the Shadow 750 extremely accessible for shorter riders while still being roomy enough for taller folks. The handlebar position allows for a relaxed, upright riding posture. Foot pegs are forward set, true to cruiser tradition, and long rides feel effortless thanks to the seat cushioning and overall ergonomics. The fuel tank capacity stands at 3.7 gallons, offering a decent range thanks to the bike's frugal nature, often returning around 55 to 60 miles per gallon depending on how you ride. What about the features? Well, the 2025 Shadow isn't loaded with tech, and that's by design. You won't find TFT displays or ride modes here. What you get instead is a traditional analog speedometer with a small digital readout for odometer and trip meter. There's no Bluetooth or navigation, but the simplicity is a selling point for many. Less distraction, more connection to the road. Everything feels analog, mechanical, and purposeful. Now let's break down the pricing. The base 2025 Honda Shadow 750 starts at around $8,499, with the ABS-equipped version coming in at approximately $8,899. It's competitively priced considering its build quality, reliability, and long-term value. In countries like India, where the Shadow is typically a CBU or special order model, the pricing can stretch up to a superscript 11011 lakhs depending on import duties and registration. In Europe, prices hover around $9,500 for the base variant. Optional accessories like saddlebags, a windscreen, backrest, and engine guards can easily add another $1,500 if you want to fully deck it out for touring. To sum it all up, the 2025 Honda Shadow 750 continues to be a strong contender for riders looking for an affordable, mid-size cruiser that blends old-school styling with modern-day reliability. It doesn't try to be flashy, fast, or tech-heavy, but that's exactly why it's so loved. It focuses on the riding experience, the feel of the engine, the low-end torque, and that timeless look. Whether you're new to cruisers or looking for a dependable second bike for weekend rides, this machine delivers. If you enjoyed this video and want more updates on bikes like the Shadow 750, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. Let us know in the comments what you think about the new Shadow and if you'd pick it over something like the Rebel 1100 or Vulcan. As this is Prince Bikes Update signing off. Ride safe, ride proud, and we'll catch you in the next one.